Yo! What's going on, everyone? If you're wondering, we're back for another episode. We are being consistent, okay? During Black History Month, we are trying to be consistent.
Black people prosper. Let's go.
There you go. As always, I'm your host, Yogi. Joining me on the ones and twos, showing off the new shirt, is Eb. How are you doing, homie?
I'm doing great. Just out here doing the merch grind, trying to make a living, Go get you one.
Hey.
It's up there now.
Yeah, support your local Black business. Chip isn't here. Chip has moved into a multi-million-dollar mansion off of the Union Omaha double, so he'll be back shortly. We really use Chip for the tax code purposes. Outside that,
the DEI aspect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got cut in the DEI budget, so he had to let go for a couple.
You'll have no more DEI, so we had to follow suit.
Man, we just out here.
Had to happen. Had to happen. Also joining me is Mr. Kyle Carr. Kyle, you guys have a women's expedition team. So when are the Lady Mingles going to be coming? Or are we still waiting on this? Ain't they going to be coming in 2026?
There's going to need to be a lot of stadium work for that to happen. So I don't know.
So y'all announced the team only to be like, yeah, that's fun.
I don't work for the team.
Sir.
So we are unpaid labor.
Right. And people come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're the kicker, soul and bread." You are Forward Madison through and through, sir. You are the face of Forward Madison. I'm just glad that the club put out a statement about partnering with Harry Potter because the Omaha fans were very upset with y'all.
That's crazy, though. How do you do that?
You pissed off another fan base. Like, y'all fan base was cool. Y'all rivals was like, oh, bro, you can't do that.
I am not getting into that tangent because we're going to keep the show moving.
That's the funny.
I'm not wasting energy on this during Black History Month.
Fair enough. Before we get started, hey, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. The goal by the end of this year is to get to 200 subscribers. Right now, we're like 114, 115 when I look. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to build it up. Also, keep an eye out for the Connor Dole interview that we did with the South Georgia captain. That will be coming out. Fun interview. Me and Kyle conducted. Talking to him about his time in Darby County, playing at DC United, winning the U.S. Open Cup. Also making on that magical run to Union Omaha. So we cover that.
And seeing Carmelo Anthony.
And seeing Carmelo Anthony, yeah. So make sure, like I said, as always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram. We're not on Twitter, as that place is burning down.
That is a cesspool of
fuck Twitter, fuck Elon, fuck everyone that rides with him. Yeah.
That's it.
But with all that being said, guys, we were in our little off week, because we don't get paid enough to do this show every week. USL League One, well, not USL League, USL decided to drop some news. They decided to drop a banger out there. During the board of governor meeting, they decided to say, hey, we are going to go to League One. So with that being said, during the 2027 season, proposed to be 2028, there's going to be a new Division One that is going to have 12 teams, 12 markets. We don't know what those 12 markets are. We don't know how those 12 teams are going to be decided. We don't know if it's going to be based off accumulation of championship records or if it's going to be 12 applications. Who knows? We might just say 12 names out of a hat and be like, hey, you got D1. Figure it out. We'll start the conversation with this before we get into, who we think is going to move up and move down. There's been a lot of discussion about, is this a rival to MLS? Is USL doing this to punch up at MLS? And I think Me personally, I think the framing of that question is wrong. I think if USL can be D1, if we can have USL Super and NWSL and those two leagues don't clash with each other, I think United States is big enough to have two Division Ones. It doesn't just have to be one monolithic thing. But yes, I think we can have two Division Ones. What are you guys' thoughts? Do you think USL is doing this to punch back at MLS, or they're doing it just to be like, hey, we're staying out only, but we're trying to build this next level up for us?
I think it's more of like, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. It's like, yeah, it's a rival to MLS, but it's more in the rival sense of like, we're giving people another option. You don't have to be, you're no longer the only option. And that's kind of what they did with Super League and NWSL. You were no longer the only option of what people see as professional. So the next logical step for USL was a D1, like, and I thought they would make championship D1, but whatever it is, whatever they're trying to do, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So as you can see, my fault, Kyle, go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel like this is kind of more of the, if we're going to do Pro Rel, we're going to be the league that does it, since MLS has made it very clear that's not happening. And we're going to try and make this work. I think it is going to try and compete with MLS, so that way they can appeal to other markets. And hell, maybe other teams would say, sure, you can do this and do this complex money grab Leagues Cup, and you can do all these complicated things, or you can go and do Pro Rel and USL, have that appeal. I think it's going to try and sell you can do this like closed off league, or you can do it like how the rest of the world does it, and this is going to be the future.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're going to get the Euro snob that's like, I want Pro Rel, so FMLS. And it's like, okay, cool, but if it doesn't make sense, then this is stupid.
Because especially with the lawsuits and everything that's been going on, where it's pretty much like, I think this is more, it's interesting how after the decision of that MLS, like NASL, USL, like after that lawsuit ended, now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're going to have this D1 league. It's also going to be part of, it's going to potentially bring in Pro Rel, and it's going to be D1. While we're still going to have championship at D2 and USL League 1 at D3. It's kind of interesting how that timing worked.
Well, they had to time it that way because you don't want to be the next league that is getting sued by USSF, or not USSF, sorry, some in MLS, especially because you don't know how they're moving. But now that you know how they're moving and what NASL did wrong, it's easy to say, well, I know what not to do, so let me just
do the opposite of that.
Right.
And I think the other thing that helps too is like U.S. soccer itself, the organization of, is being a little bit more, I wouldn't say forceful, but having a little bit more impact. Because I think like one of the big things that a lot of people have been talking about, and give credit where credit's due, like the USL show, Morning Kick Around, those two shows, I know they've done a real good job of going in depth about this, like really getting in the weeds. Because if you look at the statement that we just had on the screen, it is nothing but buzzwords and like trigger points. That's it. I think the thing about it is, like, we're going back to what I was saying about like U.S. soccer, is that one of the big hurdles is been like stadium size, like Richmond or Fort Madison, right? Like, you're not building those stadiums up. Those stadiums are going to be what they are. But to compete in D1, you need like 25,000.
Yeah.
So are you going to limit teams based on that? And I think that like that's kind of like the workaround stuff we're going to have to get to. A lot of the stuff that's going to be in the weeds and getting that stuff cleared up. But I mean, it's going to be exciting.
I mean, they're going to have to adopt essentially what they do in England, and because there's no way that you're telling me that Ipswich Town Stadium is up to par with Premier League like
Soon none of it was looking looting last year.
Yeah, true. Like
Yeah.
you had to go through someone's backyard to get to the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like
there's no.
So
I don't know.
I think it's more USL since the NASL suit was basically more the jury. I don't think the jury necessarily disagree that there's a monopoly, but they're saying NASL had no proof that MLS and US Soccer Federation was the reason for NASL failing, which is partially true. Like, it was kind of more of like it was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
And I think now USL is going to come in, show, oh no, we are more established, we are more stable, we have this. And they're going to go for it. So that way it does force U.S. Soccer Federation to look and be like, we have to allow it. Because if we can't, if we were to then turn around and get sued, we're going to lose that one.
Yeah, honestly. So, yeah, all that's going to be interesting. Once again, if you want more in-depth, check out the USL show. Check out Morning Kick Around. Definitely check out Morning Kick Around. They went really in depth on how all this is going to look, how everything's going to shake out, and everything like that. So the fun thing, I think a lot of people now are going to be talking about it now for the next 2 years, or what markets are going to be in this new D1, what teams are going to be attractive there. And our craziness one,
We'll get there.
Yeah.
New teams.
Yeah, new teams. Let's talk about those first. So, a couple of new teams coming in to League One. We got Sarasota Paradise, who jerseys just dropped. They are nice. I like them. And also Fort Wayne.
Jersey drop. What is this?
Okay, hold on. Y'all talk about Fort Wayne and Sarasota coming in League One. I'll pull them up so I can show you.
Basically, yeah. So Sarasota announced very recently, I'm pretty sure it was like last week, Thursday or something.
Yeah.
In our off week, that we are going to move up from USL League 2 up to USL League 1. The group has been led by their CEO, Marcus Walfridson. And yeah, they're going to look into it. They're going to hopefully start playing in 2026. For those that don't know, Sarasota Paradise launched in 2023. So they've been in USL League 2 since then. They're more in the Gulf Coast area of Florida. So that is something to keep in mind. So yes, they're planning on going up.
Hey, Gulf of America.
No, I'm not fucking calling it that. Anyway, what they'll do about the stadium is I'm still trying to figure that out, just because I know their older stadium is still, I don't think it's going to be able to fit everything. So they play at Premier Sports Campus. So I think that's going to be one of the questions is, what do they do in terms of the stadium and the facility? They plan on having a short-term and long-term financial facility strategy. What that means, no one knows. So that's going to happen. And Fort Wayne, this was announced today. Fort Wayne is going to come up to USL League 1. If you think, wait, why have we heard this before? This sounds really familiar, because they did this announcement as well back in 2020, but that didn't happen. But it seems as though COVID happened. They didn't have the funding. They didn't have the stadium. There's a whole lot of issues. But no, it seems to be back on track. This is going to be led by their majority owner, Mark Music, along with U.S. Soccer GOAT DeMarcus Beasley as well. And they're building a new 8,400-seat stadium as well to go with it. They're also hoping to join 2026, potentially 2027, depending on the stadium. So that was announced today. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, 2 new teams, finally a team in the Midwest. I'm happy.
I'm concerned about that kit, Yogi.
Why?
I don't know how to feel about it yet. I'm trying to see if I can get to it. I'm working on me. I will.
Kind of gives me a hockey sweater vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the colors. I appreciate
I would hope
the
so.
color. Yeah. They're nice.
It's a nice jersey.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's nice. Now, would I buy it? No. Because I don't got the funds for that. But it's a nice kit. I like it. And it's also cool because Sarasota will be playing FC Naples in the US Open Cup. So we get a preview to that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they will be the closest two teams to each other in League One.
Yeah.
I think they will be. So
Are they?
I think they will be.
Right now. Okay. Because wasn't NCFC and Charlotte were close?
That was
Chattanooga and
Chattanooga and who?
Knoxville.
Now, when finally Chattanooga FC or SC or whatever they're called today.
All right, so Naples to Lakewood Ranch, where Sarasota basically are, is an hour and 50 minutes. Chattanooga to Knoxville is an hour 46 minutes.
Yeah.
And Raleigh to Charlotte was 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, not the way
So I guess technically Knoxville and Chattanooga have it by 3-ish minutes. If we're going by mileage, then it's 112 miles between Chattanooga and Knoxville and 118 between Lakewood Ranch and Naples.
So yeah, it's still on it. I mean, hey, gives me hope. I need a team to come and cut down on a day trip for me. So right now, I mean, the future clubs that are coming in, you got Boise, that's been confirmed, Corpus Christi, Eugene, Fort Wayne, Jersey, and Sarasota. So that will push the league to, where are we at? 14 teams, 20 teams.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, and literally that gives you at least 4 teams. Yeah, at least 3 teams in every town, in every time zone. So, I mean, really, like the real cool part of the Pacific Northwest, you got Spokane, Eugene, and Boise. I know I'm still pissed at Fuego, because if Fuego could have stuck around, like you would have had Fuego versus AB Alta. That would have been cool. NoCo, if they didn't crap the bed, you would have had Madison, Omaha, NoCo. Yeah, that would have been another one. Texoma and Corpus Christi.
If Lansing had stayed around, we could have had Lansing, Fort Wayne, Madison.
Oh, yeah. Then you got you know what?
If Penn and Rochester had stuck, that would have been some Northeast.
Yeah. You got Jersey and Westchester. That might actually be closer. That might be the closest one.
Jersey and Westchester?
Yeah, because Westchester's right outside of New York City. And this is North Jersey.
Hold on.
And Patterson. So that might be the closest.
I'm going to look and...
So that might be the closest. But, I mean, then we get into the ACC.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely be the closest. It is 26 miles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
35-minute drive.
Now, you paying like $50 worth in tolls.
Yeah, I was going to say, you ain't taking the toll.
Yeah. You at least paying 50 in tolls. But you close. So, yeah.
You take the train out there. You just decide, you know what, we'll just do a train ride.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting with all those teams coming in, man. I mean, 20 teams. I've heard that the goal from League One is to get to be more regionalized, to get to like 4 regions. So like West, South, East,
don't
Central.
That.
I don't believe it, because it took how long, and now we have a second team in the Midwest, and that's it. We're gonna need a lot.
Hey, sir, I'm still waiting for a team in Maryland or in Virginia.
Bobcats, come home. Bobcats, come home.
We got to figure out if they're still alive yet. Them people ain't tweet out since last year.
Taking a gap year.
A gap year? No. Just come home. The kids miss you. You can do it.
Let me ask you guys this before we hop into this D1 conversation. The 20 teams we're talking about. If you could add a market, where would you add it?
Colorado. You gotta add that market back first.
What about you, Kyle?
Selfishly, I would say Rochester, Minnesota. Selfishly. Realistically, I would probably say, like in that, I'd probably look at Colorado. Yeah,
Kansas?
I could see like, I don't think it'd be Kansas, but like I could see, yeah, Colorado would probably make the most sense. Maybe, God forbid, you put a team in Utah.
You got to also look at Ohio. I'm sorry.
Cleveland. Cleveland. I think Cleveland would be a good option, actually. Now that I think about it. Selfishly, like I said, Rochester. Realistically, I would say either another South Carolina team, like South California team, or Cleveland.
So for me, I would say Indianapolis.
In League One?
Yeah. I'm saying
So just move Indy 11 down.
Oh my God, we're not doing that.
We're not moving fucking Indy 11 down.
Indianapolis doesn't need another team. No.
No. Indianapolis in Maryland. The Blue Crabs. Move them up. Or
Annapolis.
yeah,
Not
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indianapolis. Navy.
You said Indiana. It sounded like you said Indianapolis.
All right, sir. That's the Virginia Emmy, okay?
Sorry. Like, that's why I was sitting there. Like, why would we do that?
What?
No, Indianapolis. Yeah,
Okay, Ebony and I were on the same page.
What they do?
Yeah.
I was just
No.
like, what do you mean?
I'm not moving them to League One. No, absolutely not.
I want to say,
Okay.
I say it before we recorded. I'm the crazy one. He says it live. And
No,
and we just go forward with
I was
it.
quick to correct.
No.
Anyway,
No.
no, okay.
If I
still
can
say
bring back
Cleveland.
Lansing, I would.
Mm.
I would bring back Lansing
That would be nice.
just to get my smoke. Like, I
just-
want to get my done.
I really want to see the Tijuana, California. Let's just go for it.
That would be a cool market. Maybe something in Louisiana. Maybe like if you could get Baton Rouge. Maybe not New Orleans.
I'd take that.
I was gonna say, if you get New Orleans, that's going to that championship or T1. But
Yeah.
Baton Rouge could be an option.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't there supposed to be like that Alabama, Arkansas? Like, whatever happened to that?
I think they're going championship. I think they're going championship.
I mean,
Maybe-
we might as well get into the pyramid now. We're already here.
Not wrong.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's get into this. So, Ed, her crazy ass, has devised a pyramid list where we try to figure out what teams are moving up to D1, what teams are staying in the championship, what teams are going down to League One, what teams are going up to the championship, and what teams are going to stay in USL League One. This whole conversation, there's no way for us to do this without spiraling into chaos. Because Eb is hell-bent on taking Indy 11 to League One. For what reasons? We don't know why.
No. I
No,
said
she
it's
adjusted.
staying in championship.
Yeah.
I said
But
it's
some of
staying.
the other teams she has moving down to, there's another team that's moving down to League One that I do not understand. It's not going to happen.
And I love that team. That is like my West Coast team. I love them. I love them down. Love them bad. But I can see it.
So I think the way how we should start this is let's start off at the bottom and work our way up, like responsible adults. So staying in League One, I think we all agree on Richmond, Madison, Chattanooga, Tormenta, Greenville, Texoma, Westchester, Portland, Naples, Charlotte, AV Alta.
Mhm.
Any disagreement there?
No.
Okay. So
Wait, did you leave Greenville in League One?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Greenville says. So the teams we have going up to the championship.
I just want to throw a quick plug. I did a quick hits episode last week. Check that out as
did.
well because I kind
Yes,
of
you
touched
did.
upon one team. So
check out the quick hits. If you want soccer under 15 minutes, that is still funny. Check out our quick hits. They're good. So going up to the championship. I'm going up at Ebony's list because she's the only one that really completed this because this is
I did most of it.
Ebs is the one that we need.
It's thorough. It's thorough. I'll
Yeah.
give it that.
So going up to the championship. Omaha,
Yes.
Knoxville,
No.
Spokane.
No.
Yes.
Okay, this is where I disagree at. I don't see one Knox. I don't see one.
Well, I was gonna say, with what money?
Yeah. And I
only
don't see Spokane. Initially, I don't see Spokane. Can they get there? Yes, but not initially at the gate.
The only reason I put Spokane up is because I think some of the teams out west that are going down, they need the balance. Because I got some teams going down.
I don't. Oh my God.
No. Spokane is the more likely between them and Knoxville because I mean, so far Spokane has shown they are willing to put in work and treat this very seriously. So I see Spokane does give more of that impression that if they were to do it, I think they could handle it. I'm just not quite there because then you're talking about they still have their W League as well. And yes, they are in talks of going up to that Super League. Like they are in the Super League now, but I'm not fully there. They're going to be able to do both.
The biggest also problem is you don't have a Tennessee team. Memphis
That's
is
okay. That is okay.
You need that you need that state. Like
to tell Memphis to come back. All right. Tell Memphis to get their stadium together and they can come back.
They're not doing it. So it's either between Knoxville or Wolves. Someone has to. And it's definitely not fucking Wolves. So
I don't.
They don't need no.
If they determine that they need it, it's got to be Knoxville.
On what grounds, though?
Of just competing. Like, we say they're not competing, but they're fucking competing. You already have Nashville SC, so you need a team up there.
Competing in what?
Like, not in terms of like...
Not on the pitch?
No, God, no. Fuck no. But like competing for fans within that state, you gotta take some.
The state will be all right. The state will be fine. It's Tennessee. It'll be all right.
Yeah, but also, yes, velocity, because I have some teams going down to League One, and I gotta have that.
No.
All right. This is
okay. We also have to consider this with this USL D1. Aren't they also planning on doing this like fall to spring, basically European style calendar?
That they don't know about yet.
Yeah.
So
because if they are, there's absolutely no way you're going to move Knoxville up to that higher league, and no one's going to give a shit. That's football season.
You cannot do
that's football season, Ab.
I know that, but you also cannot do European League here, like European calendar here.
Well, we have been screaming that multiple times, but USL does not care so far.
Nobody else is playing in 4-degree weather in fucking New York. Okay, you're not getting that in Europe. Leave me alone with that. No,
I agree, but this is USL. They don't.
Like I said, we don't know yet. We don't know, so we're not going to talk about it because we don't know. Moves down to League One. This is where the list becomes actually chaotic. Eb has Miami, Hartford, Tulsa, not El Paso. I'm not actually spelled it. El Paso, Oakland, and Monterey. Eb, I need you to understand, for the dear life of God, Miami ain't dropping down to League One when this happens. Oakland sure as hell not. Monterey is a maybe.
Hey, I also have Monterey and El Paso.
Okay, I'll give you Monterey.
And then Hartford.
I can understand Hartford. I can understand Tulsa.
Tulsa?
You not?
Yes.
Just on the basis of like, sometimes Tulsa don't know if they want to be a big club. You not having the fucking Oakland Coliseum in the bottom league. You're not. Just start this off with. You're not having. We just quartered with Tormenta, so I love them. But you're not having fucking South Georgia Tormenta playing the Coliseum in League One. We're not doing that. We're not about to put a 75,000 seater stadium in League One and fill it up with 12 fans. We're not doing this.
Did you need a solo camera?
No.
And we sure as hell not putting Miami in League One.
Why?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yes.
Now, are you talking
You
about
just
all
talked
the
about the market, and we have no Florida team at this rate in championship. You were talking about markets earlier, and you're gonna not have
Right.
Florida have a team in
you are
championship?
hell bent on getting Tennessee in championship. But God forbid we can't have Miami in the championship. Now, if you talk about on the field last year, okay, you might have a case with a 2-year-old. But man, there is no way in God's green earth we put Miami and Oakland just on the strength of you just go down. Absolutely
You
not.
are more likely to get Las Vegas to drop down to League One than.
Not gonna lie, Vegas was almost down in League One for me.
I would have understood that one more.
But I knew it would never happen. They're either staying in championship or going up to D1.
No.
But
yeah, I can't believe you're gonna have Florida not have a single team in the championship.
Well, only because I think the Rowdies go up to D1, but that's another column. But
all right, so I'll just skip over who stays in the team. But moving up to D1, so these are the 12 markets. So this is how we're going to do this conversation. We're going to have to come to at least 2/3 on. No, we're going to have to fully agree on the 12 markets. If one of us descends, that is not a market. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well then, damn, I already know 2 of them that are about to be gone.
Anyway.
All right.
So, okay, hold on. Let me put this on screen so people can see this and people know what we're talking about, because we're going to agree on the 12 markets. We are going to make the decision for USL. We are the committee. Talking about committees, stay in tune for the BCS poll brought to you by Radio Shack.
You just gonna reveal our secrets of our show rundown? That's crazy.
Hey, they be fine. They know how this show runs. All vibes and feelings, baby. Oh, that looks horrible.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Crazy. So, Louisville.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We all agree on Louisville?
Yeah.
Yes. How about you highlight the teams that we all agree on so far? So we can keep track. So highlight Louisville.
So,
close enough. Whatever. No.
So Louisville, we agree on Charleston.
No.
Okay. Detroit.
No, he doesn't agree with Charleston.
Okay.
I don't agree with Charleston.
Oh, you don't agree with Charleston? Okay.
No.
I thought you said you did.
No.
Okay. Okay. So we take Charleston off. Detroit?
Yeah,
yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pittsburgh?
Yes.
No.
What?
I say no.
No.
Okay.
What?
Tampa Bay? I say yes.
Yes. 1,000%.
We'll come back. We got it. Okay. Okay.
Let's just get the for sure yes out of the way.
Yes. San Antonio?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. New Mexico? No.
Really?
I've been 50-50 on them.
I mean, they're my yeses, so my yes.
I'm on the fence with them. So we'll come back to them. Wait. So wait, we're not saying San Antonio?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We say yes to San Antonio. All 3 of us say yes to San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we all say.
Okay.
We all say yes to San Antonio. We didn't agree on New Mexico. Orange County?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You look like you don't agree, and that's a problem.
Phoenix?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, what?
No.
I can see them put an Orange County. I can. I can see them do Orange County. Phoenix. Sac, yes.
Yes.
So we agree on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 out of the 12 are done. We need to find 5 more teams.
All right.
That can fit.
I mean, I already know you guys want Indy over here.
So
it makes sense.
What you mean we won? There's no put in there. Hey, you really think they about to sit here and relegate Indy?
I didn't relegate them. They're just staying where they are.
No. I said this during
Indy in League One. Don't play on me.
Anyway, I said if I was USL, I would look at the markets that MLS was targeting to either killed them off, or were potential expansion options. That's why we had Sacramento. Indy is going to need to be there. That's why we also have Detroit. Detroit and Indy, more or less, are in the same boat. They should be in D1 because
by
they were
that
targeted.
logic, NCFC should be in D1.
We'll get there. So I say Indy because damn
Yeah,
it.
look, we said no to NCFC. We haven't even talked to them yet. We ain't called their number yet. We still hung up on goddamn Indy.
I didn't know they had the financials to do this.
Fucking Oakland. I wasn't supposed to call Indy and Oakland until my office.
Anyway, Indy, I think, should be in there because they almost were an MLS team. Then MLS wanted to put a market in Indy. So if I was USL, I put Indy in that D1.
So, are we sold on Indy?
I mean, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
So we're at 8.
Let me take New Mexico out.
You're not taking New Mexico off of there. There's no way.
I will I still need to revisit New Mexico. I go back and forth.
Really
I go back and forth.
New Mexico.
Hold on. Can we focus? Next market, Brooklyn. Put Brooklyn there.
Brooklyn's not a team yet.
Yes.
They were already like, we're going to join League One. Actually, we're going to the championship. And now they're like, maybe we should just, they're going to go. USL is going to want a New York team. Brooklyn.
If you had to choose between New Mexico and Brooklyn.
Okay, that's not the argument. That's not the argument. If you're going to say that, then the argument
once again.
The argument is Brooklyn over Pittsburgh, and that's when you would say Brooklyn.
That's a no-brainer, Brooklyn.
But
why is even in this? Why are we discussing Pittsburgh?
You cannot tell me that you're putting Brooklyn up against New Mexico. Those are on opposite sides of the fucking country. You can say
we already have a heavy West Coast section. You already got San Antonio, Orange County, Phoenix, Sac.
If you're gonna have Phoenix, you definitely need New Mexico. All right. Look.
Can we focus on Brooklyn first? Because Brooklyn
can go right under Louisville on this chart. Fuck it. You want me to type it? I'll type it. It's Brooklyn.
You get it, Brooklyn. Like, there's no way how USL is going. I guarantee you, this is exactly how this conversation is going to go. When they figure out these 12 teams, we're going to walk in that room. They're going to slide that check. He going to hit one of these. Yeah, it's real. Go on, put that through. That's exactly what's about to happen. They can write a blank check, and they're going to be in D1.
Let this be clear. Brooklyn's not yet a team, so therefore I could not include them in mine. However, if we're going to look ahead, sure, Brooklyn.
Because it's 2027. Brooklyn will have already played a season.
Look, once again, this is what they're going to do. Yeah, it's really
like, damn, we need a New York team.
Go and catch that check, there, big fella.
And there's already a team in the Bronx, and there's already a team in the Bronx. We're gonna need a borough. Brooklyn, it is. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Queens ain't got
also
one.
Think about it like this: you're gonna need 4 teams in 3 of these time zones, right? So you already got Orange County, Phoenix, Sacramento, and San Antonio, right? And you think in the middle of the U.S., you got Louisville, Detroit, Indy.
Look, the only time zone we don't have is the Mountain.
Okay, so you got 3 West, 3 Central, and now you got 2 on the East. or one on the East. No, two on the East. My bad. Yeah, two on the East.
Okay.
Tampa Bay and Brooklyn.
Is Louisville?
So now you need what?
No, they're Central.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louisville Central.
Cool. All right.
So okay. So who else can we add?
I had an idea, but I know that's not going to work. Y'all are going to shut that down.
Who are you about to add?
San Diego.
Get the fuck.
Bring the loyal back.
Can we cut his mic?
Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Hey, chill the fuck out, dog.
Because what?
Chill the fuck out. You're not fine. We're not doing that. Okay? Them owners told us from day one, hey, we not doing this. We don't got the facilities for this, big man.
Whatever. Fine. I will not fight.
Phoenix is also.
I just want people to know I threw that idea out there.
Phoenix isn't. Is Phoenix West Coast?
Pacific time, yes. They also don't do daylight savings. Like a smart.
They don't have their own, but we're putting them in the West.
Okay.
We're putting them in the West. Okay. So we need to find two more teams for the East. And
I mean, if we're going by what's
one more team for the West.
If we're going by what's available, then NCFC is going to D1. And then since you guys are so hell bent, then the Roots are going to D1.
No. I didn't say we need to put the Roots in D1. We're just not fucking putting them in League One.
All right, NCFC.
Fine. That's fine.
You're not moving NCFC to D1?
I personally had them staying in championship, but
I mean, if we're going off of my logic, then yeah, you would put NCFC as well, as they were a market targeted by MLS as well.
But also, I was about to say, San Antonio was definitely not okay. That makes more sense now, sort of. And if you're gonna go for one more West Coast team, New Mexico.
No. You just said it, Oakland. Hey, we are not putting the fuck. Excuse me, Lord. Lord, I am trying to be a repentant man. And once again, if it comes down to Oakland, New Mexico, Oakland gonna slide that check, and he gonna hit one of these. Pass that through. Okay, what is making you? You just want New Mexico just for the rivalry?
I like the rivalry aspect of it because there's no rival there. They want to be able to come in guns blazing and have the rivalry week, have the stories that come with it. So if you're looking for the storyline, yeah, the Roots make sense, but there's no fucking rival there. Their rival is staying in championship. I mean, if there's a rival to be had,
wait, who's Oakland's rival?
That's exactly. I mean, you could probably say Vegas, maybe. The town
doesn't Sacramento.
Soccer, so
I think it's Sacramento.
Why did you?
Because Phoenix and Sacramento is a rivalry. I'm just changing this around.
Okay, I see now. I was like, "What the hell is happening here?"
All right.
That's
okay.
That's 10.
So you need one more West and one more East. I'm going Oakland for the West.
I mean, I was going to say, if we're going to do it, then it's got to be the Roots. Like, if it's not New Mexico, it's the Roots.
Could have been San Diego.
Cow, it's not going to be no goddamn San Diego. You're not getting.
Just saying.
You're not getting a San Diego. You get a San Fran before you get a San Diego.
Ugh.
All right. So you got Oakland. Now, who is the last East team to come in?
I mean, I had Charleston, and y'all veto that.
They're not big. I just can't. If you're gonna do
I
any
can be
team,
talked. Okay, I can be talked into Charleston. I can be talked into Charleston. I can be talked into them.
I guess based on what? Charleston based on what exactly?
I think
okay. What are the second oldest team in USL history?
Yeah,
they have their own stadium and they have the ability to improve. I think they can build on the stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they can. They can build up. They can't build out because then it's water.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for the story, you have the second oldest moving up to D1 and the oldest staying in League One.
And you have a coach in Ben Pierman that is, to be honest with you, he should be in MLS. Like, he's a good coach. But if you're looking, like, if we put Brooklyn in it, because Brooklyn doesn't have a team yet. If you're looking for other East Coast teams, then they're not moving Miami because you're not going to compete with any Miami there. So Miami's not going to move up.
Well, Miami has no sporting merit to be up there. So
yeah. So I think Charleston's a possibility. You could do Pittsburgh. I'm not against it. I just don't think that.
No, you can't have both Pittsburgh and Brooklyn.
Why not?
I'm sorry, you can't have both Pittsburgh and Detroit City is where I was going with that.
Also, why not?
I don't think that works, honestly.
I think, and this is just me.
Why not Birmingham? Legitimate reason why not Birmingham?
I never considered Birmingham, honestly.
They have the stadium size to do it.
Guys, I think we're missing out on one. And that's Sporting Club Jacksonville.
Who?
Jacksonville. The new team that's coming in. I think Jacksonville. I mean, also, you got to think about it. Like, oh, shit, we forgot about Milwaukee. That's a possible Buffalo. Would they put a D1 team in Dallas?
Not probably not.
Okay.
And they don't put a D1 team in Buffalo.
I can see them. Well, because you already got Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I mean, the tough part with Milwaukee is I know when they were making the stadium, they had sold it as they want to play at the highest level. But no one knew if that was going to be on the men's side, on the women's side, etc. But that was like one of their selling points. Like, we're going to have this stadium so it can be played in the highest professional level. I don't think Milwaukee will be in the D1 yet.
Okay. I think
unless they get a different ownership to do it, because I just can't see them trying to have a D1 Milwaukee and then also have League One with Ford. But especially with how much they put into Ford. And if they get this women's team, I just don't think Milwaukee will get that D1 status.
But also, if you try to balance it, then Milwaukee doesn't work anyway.
It's probably more likely Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Even though I also forgot about Jacksonville because they're not playing yet. Same with Brooklyn. So
that logo fucking sucks. My God.
Well, I think it's a toss between Jacksonville and Buffalo.
Then Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Also, question that we have not really asked either. Is there a market that does not have a USL team right now, or even a planned expansion that we might not be thinking of? That could be
OKC.
I said Kansas, and he said no.
No. Oklahoma City. No, Oklahoma City's not fucking coming. No, not Oklahoma City.
Damn, I was thinking Kansas. Never mind.
No. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, is there like like we were talking about markets that we would like to see? Is there like a Cleveland, or I'm trying to think?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I can see Cleveland, Baltimore.
You don't need Baltimore if you get the Bobcats.
No, you're still going to
putting
need
D1?
Baltimore. The Bobcats aren't in Baltimore. They're not in Baltimore.
I know that, but
You're still going to want to hit Baltimore just because of the money alone in that DMV area.
Right. So like a Baltimore, if they get funding, Minneapolis City.
Yeah, I can see
Like
that.
I'm trying to think of like places that maybe like a USL League 2 team where if they had the funding, they can make that move up. Or, huh?
And the Menace.
I can see them. I can see them.
Des Moines gonna be big enough?
Des Moines.
Yeah, Des Moines is going to be have a
They
team.
go up
That's
to
another one.
championship, but
Yeah. I can see them trying to tap back into Memphis. I can see them trying to tap back into Fresno. I think with different ownership, I can see them tapping back in there. Rochester, maybe that's probably Buffalo.
No, Rochester, New York is. They've tried that too many times. It's not fucking working.
Yeah,
they've tried it on both the men's and women's side, and it just does not work.
Yeah.
Rochester's chance sailed when they could not get the Rhinos revived, and then the Jamie Vardy, whatever that nonsense was.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, Memphis is the one I can see coming back.
Question. I thought of it.
Yeah.
Wait, we're still thinking of the East Coast team, aren't we?
No.
We got 12.
I was gonna say, could you see like an LA Force from Nisa if they got their shit together?
No, they'll be in League One.
I was just saying.
Yeah, they'll be in League One. Same thing with Maryland. If they come, they'll be in League One.
All right, I guess this is the list.
Yeah.
Not a list.
Yeah. Because I mean, the thing about it is like they're not gonna go. I don't see them going head to head in like any MLS market to start off with. Like,
apparently there's an LA team trying to pop up.
The closest we have in terms of competing markets would be Brooklyn with like NYCFC.
Yeah. Like outside of that, like, I mean, Louisville can hold their own. Detroit can hold their own. San Antonio, Indy,
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix.
And what's really
Oakland.
going to be the best part about this is people that were scorned from MLS, and they're gonna be like, I would rather see this succeed than MLS continue to fuck with soccer in America. So
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing about it too is like you got these are all markets that quote unquote aren't major markets that are gonna have that you get championships D1. Now these are the 12 that I think like USL will be like, all right, these are the first 12 to start. But will they be the 12 the 12 to in 10 years time to still be there? Probably not. But I think those will be the 12 markets League One. I think what we did is smart though, like at least put 4 teams in each of the 3 major time zones. And then you kind of go from there. Because that way it's not like 2 West Coast or 2 East Coast. Kind of like the problem like League One had when it started. So, yeah.
I enjoyed it when we were talking about teams in the championship that moved on to League One. I think that was more. I feel like we were all relatively in agreement there. That was a good time.
I mean, I'm still not understanding how. Like, I get it, but also Miami was dog shit. Like, they're not gonna be.
The thing with Miami is willing to spend money to stay in a championship.
Yeah. Hey, have you like it?
Now, when
Miami
Pro Rel
has made
happens,
some
Miami will come down.
Yeah. Pro Rel happens, Miami's definitely dropping. Yeah. But they're not. The league isn't going to move Miami down to League One and be like, "Hey, you stay the fuck down there, okay?"
Because then you have no team in the championship from Florida.
Yeah.
We just took their 2 teams. We already took 2 of the teams, and you wanted to send the other one down.
Look, I'm
But
just
then you're
out
over
here.
here saying Tennessee.
You also will have Palm Beach coming in. So you have 2 teams in the championship in Florida. And you'll have 2. Yeah, so you'll have 2 in League One, 2 in championship, and then 2 in Division One in Florida. So yeah. You have 6. You know you're gonna have a California team.
Yeah.
I can see Chicago having another team and putting
Yeah, Chicago's another one. I can see that. I can see Chicago. I don't think they'll ever tap back into the Canada markets with CPL being there now.
Yeah, CPL will. No, there's no point for a Canadian team to be in USL when you have the CPL.
Yeah. I mean, Baltimore to me is a market I want to see. I think the 7-5, like the Norfolk area, maybe, but that might be too small.
Cleveland. I still think Cleveland would make.
Yeah, I think Cleveland.
Cleveland's being stuck on in a lot of places, which is hilarious.
Yeah. It just depends on like where in Cleveland do you put the team in? Like, do you put the team in the NFL stadium or?
God, no. That hurt so many feelings.
All right. I feel like we're about to go over an hour on this, so I think it's wise we wrap this up.
BCS.
Oh yeah, we got all about that because we get stuck with this conversation. All right, so this is my little brainchild that we are bringing up. Okay, so we know everyone hates power rankings. So in order for us not to do power rankings, we have decided to do our own version. Well, I decided to do our own version of a BCS poll. With this great BCS poll, each week, okay, we will put out the rankings, the power rankings. Me personally, I don't want to have a championship game. I want to have bowl games sponsored by companies that are no longer with us. So like the Enron Rose Bowl, the Radio Shack Fiesta Bowl, the Blockbuster Orange Bowl, okay?
The Party City Fiesta Bowl. That's what it's got to be.
Yeah, Party City Fiesta Bowl. Oh, and Big Lots Sugar Bowl. There we go. Yes. So we can figure out. The top 8 teams will go play in these games fictionally, and we'll figure out the rest from there. But and I'm going to zoom in on this because I'm fucking old.
That's wild.
Well, also so the viewers can see it. Oh, hold on. Damn it. There's always something going on. Go away, Google.
They're just making sure that we're doing what we need to.
I know. Somebody is. All right. So now we can do it. So this is something that, you can hold us accountable. And if you want to play along, you can as well.
There will be a Google Sheet that will keep track of this.
Yes, there will be. Okay. So what we have is the Vibes of Chaos BCS ranking. So for a win, is 10 points too much? I feel like that's too much. Maybe we should do 5.
7.
Okay,
what a
7
wild number.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
7.
Okay, we're changing this. Just like the committee does in real life.
That's crazy.
Right?
Well, okay.
So,
I feel like if we go down to 5, that's like a little harsh because, I say 7.
So 7 points for a win. Okay. You get 1.5 point for every goal over 1 score. So if you score 2, that's 1.5. You score 3, that's 3. So on and so forth. The league one incentivized scoring. We incentivize scoring. Also, this works into the Vibes of Chaos. 2.5 for every goal scored outside of the box. Okay? Every goal scored outside of the box. You get 3.5 points if someone on your team scores a hat trick or has a multiple assist game. Okay? And you get 4.5 points for a clean sheet. Now, on the reverse side of that, you get a half a point. I mean, a point and a half took it away from you for own goal. Negative 2.5 points for a yellow card. Negative 3.5 points for a double yellow. And negative 4.5 points for a straight red. Now, I will put this out there. We thought about this on the fly. If you have any suggestions on how we can modify this, the point values will say the point values. But if you're thinking, I think, for a double yellow it should be this, or negative 3.5 should be that, let us know.
We are open to feedback.
We are. But on March 7th, the BCS poll will start. We will start ranking teams. And by the end of the year, when the season's done, we are going to send out invitations to each team to play in our bowl game. And I wonder who's going to respond.
I feel like we got maybe, I'd say probably at most 4.
Okay. I think more teams as we continue will be like, I'm in. Yeah. It'll be for something stupid.
Tormenta's going to be one of them. We know Tormenta will do it.
It's definitely going to be Tormenta. Ford is going to respond. I think Santa Barbara responds.
What, Santa Barbara? They're not even in our league.
I mean, they're not even in championship. They're not even
left us. They want to get milk.
They don't want to be with us.
So, that's crazy.
So the BCS, baby, we're back.
Texoma, this is your chance to really make a mark. I think Texoma.
You're right.
Hey, they be liking our posts. They be liking the reposts. So.
That's what I'm saying. Texoma, I can see Texoma.
They be liking the reposts. So let me ask y'all this: who do you think wins the Vibes of Chaos BCS ranking?
That's a really good question.
Because here's the tough part. On the one hand, you think of teams that score a lot have a good chance. But then there's the opposite of, say, a Chattanooga, which historically have racked up a lot of yellow cards. There is no Fresno. There is no Fuego to, get the red cards and get, all those minus points. I'm gonna go AV Alta.
Oh.
Or, hey, what about this, y'all? Instead of doing negative points, what if we just make these all positives?
Oh, see, that's true chaos. No. That's
Kyle. Because think about it like this. Think about it like this. Chattanooga will never win. But if we make these all positives, Chattanooga might walk away.
Then we need to make some slight adjustments to the scoring then.
No,
I'm saying an own goal should be more than. If we're going with chaos, own goal needs to get more points.
Own goal can be 5 points, really. Honest,
if we're gonna do all positive, own goals should get 5 points.
Yeah.
Bad. How much for yellow?
Clean sheets should go down because that's not chaotic. Clean sheets can get 1.5.
Okay.
Why did we just redo this on the fly in a recording?
Because we just said we need chaos. This is based off chaos, so we need to reward chaotic shit.
But you also have to reward the vibe games.
That's you're still getting rewarded for the vibe games.
That's crazy.
See, look, 1.25 for every goal scored extra.
That's crazy. What kind
2.25 for goals? I feel like 2 point. Actually,
what is this? What is this Common Core math that we're about to do for goals? What is this?
Honestly, we might need to decrease. We might need to decrease the yellow card to 1.5, 1.75 for yellow card.
Okay.
1.75. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Hey! I just want y'all to see this.
6.
I put this number. Kyle, you fucking with. You read my mind, dog. You read my mind.
How is a red card and a win almost near the damn same thing?
And we get rid of
you
double
get a player
yellows.
sent off and you still win. Pretty great.
Yep. 3.5 for a PK save.
Oh, we got rid of double yellow. Okay.
Can we then do negative 3.5 if you get your penalty saved?
No, because there's no negative.
No. But I feel like there's got to be some punishment. Like, you can't be getting a penalty and then not scoring it. You got to be penalized. I'm not saying we don't need to penalize a lot of things, but you should be penalized. We saw Greenville have like 3 pens one game and only score like one of them.
I mean, then make them even. Missing the PK and saving the PK. Negative 3.5.
I agree with that. Minus 3.5 for PK miss/save.
So then do you get punished for giving up the PK?
No.
Okay.
No, it's USL wrapping like that. No.
Yeah, no.
All right. It's the fact that we did this live.
We'll move this up to 4.5. There we go. Oh, yeah. This is about to be chaotic as fuck.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to write vibes and chaos. I'm just going to write chaos. Because... All right, I guess.
This is about to be chaotic.
Chaos committee selection.
We should get shirts that say that. Chaos committee. We don't care about who wins. We care about the blood.
The blood is shed.
Look, everyone else will reward teams for playing well. We want teams that entertain.
We want mess, apparently.
Yes.
Because I ain't gonna lie. If you start a fight, I might just slide you 5 points.
What? Where the random 5 points?
I was gonna say 10.
What?
Yeah, you start a fight, I might just have to slide you a couple of points on that one, dog.
That's crazy. What if you lose the fight?
Minus 10.
Yeah, you can't start the fight and lose it. That's disappointing.
Right, that's just
so they get 5 points for starting the fight, but minus 10 for losing it.
Yeah, don't start shit you can't finish.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and also you can't get slumped in the fight.
As I've been taught, you do not want to start the fight, but you damn well should finish the fight.
So then, how come points are not like 9? How come wins aren't 9? Like, I feel like the equation of straight red and wins is too close.
This is the CCS. We're not going for logic.
We'll make it 9, just to keep it at 90. There you go.
Fine.
Thank you.
There you go. And look, we encourage any other people that cover teams. So this is it. This is where we're keeping it.
So we're not doing the double yellow.
No, he took that off for PKs.
Okay.
I took it off for PK.
Deal.
So we'll keep it like this.
I'm trying to keep the spreadsheet updated.
There we go. We'll keep it like this. And we'll see. And at the start, maybe after, what do you want to say? After the first month? We'll do a draft to see who we think will finish where.
I feel like a month is too much.
What do you want to do? After the first, I was just saying after the first couple of games, we could do it after the first.
We'll still
week.
have an imbalance of teams playing more than others.
Yeah. So I'll wait and see on that. But yeah, this is what we got right now. We're bringing the BCS back, baby.
The CBCS.
Yeah.
The Chaos Bowl Committee selection.
This 1.75 is crazy work. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm just saying, dog. If you score like 4 goals or like 5 goals and get a couple of yellows, you can go from 6th to 3rd real quick.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm just saying, you got a player sent off, but you still win.
And you won the fight.
And you won the fight. Is, you know what? we flew too close to the sun. I don't know if we.
No, we did.
Nah, we ain't flown close to the sun yet because I'm about to add this.
Oh no.
What are we about to do?
No.
Yellow or red? That's
Or Madison, congrats. You are winning the whole thing.
Not only did your coach get a red, you rallied and won. You just got 17 points.
Oh, this is poor Madison in the bag. Perfect. That was fun.
That would be wild, though. Oh, man.
We do not make it 6.5 for a coach.
No, we can't. Again, with how the refs be, no, we can't do a coach.
Hey.
Coach fights the ref.
This is a lot. This evolved very quickly than any of us I think imagined.
Because we're doing this on the fly, like literally, listeners. We are doing this. If you're not watching live, which I encourage you to, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We are doing this live.
This went from a text message to this chart, and now we are immediately editing every single thing we talked about.
We are.
That's why there's going to be a spreadsheet. It's going to have all the teams, and it's going to keep each week. It's going to track their week by week.
I think we're going to be settled, y'all. I think we're settled on this. So we'll put it out there. No. This is it. This is
if we get suggestions, though, we are willing to ask. Okay. Or we're willing to listen to suggestions. If there's a good one that we don't realize.
Yeah. Well, we'll take suggestions. Hear what you got to say. We'll put it out there. But the chaos is going to flow.
So just so that we can make this a little digestible and put it on social medias, go through the Vibes and Chaos BCS rankings for one final time, please, Yogi.
Okay. So the Vibes and Chaos BCS rankings brought to you by Radio Shack. You get a point 25. That sounds like a drug dealer. You get 1.25 for every goal over one scored. You get 1.5 for every clean sheet. 0.75 for every yellow card. 2 for a goal outside the box. 3.5 points for a PK save. Negative 3.5 points for having that PK miss and saved. 4.5 for a hat trick or a multi-assist game. 5 for an own goal. 6 for a straight red. 9 points for a win. Now saying that, I feel like 9 points for a win is too much.
What?
I feel like that's too nice.
That's too nice. Sir, they get 6 points for a straight red.
Yeah, I don't really care about if you win or not. I'm not caring about that shit.
Oh, but when I said 7 was too close to the red card.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
0.75 for a win. There you go. Yeah, 0.75 for a win.
Can it just be 1? Can we stop with the 0.7s?
Okay.
1 point for a win. 1 point for a win.
Yeah. We don't really care if you win or not in this. There you go.
Perfect.
Ta-da!
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be so fun.
Yeah. A mess.
Look, you can have a mess that's not fun, or you can have a mess that is fun.
And this is going to be fun. Because whoever wins it, just imagine if we get a blockbuster Rose Bowl between AV Alta and South Georgia to turn into. Tell me you won't turn into that to watch that on Prime TV.
Oh, we're putting on Prime?
Right.
A big ESPN budget, baby.
No, this is CBS. This seems like a CBS.
It's just one of us on IG Live recording. You just gotta have somebody in the back going World Star.
Yeah, we gotta send out whoever wins it. We gotta send them a plank. They're gonna get like a random plank and be like, "What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is walking 90?" All right, I'm sorry. If you're listening at this point, you are a loyal listener.
Well, that's why if you're listening to this is the good stuff. We got through the main stuff. This is what people come to listen to.
Yeah. If you want serious, go listen to the USL show or USL Under the Sea. League One Under the Sea or more to kick around. Don't. If you want this is us. This is the show. Because who's talking about doing the vibes of chaos for a BCS ranking?
I think we've lost the vibes aspect of this.
Yeah, vibes were lost when you moved wins from 9 to 1.
All right, fine.
No, I'm perfectly fine with it, but that's kind of we are a chaos-based economy. It's fine.
Yeah, especially with Donald Trump as president.
All
right. So, I think this is a good time for us to end the show because any longer we might get banned. So with that being said, listeners, as always, we just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day for listening to our show. Because without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. So as I've said before many times throughout the show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and give us a little, pass the show around, like that blunt you used to do in college to people who you didn't know. Just pass it around, and make sure it doesn't get back to you with a wet tip. No one likes a wet tip.
That's two. That's two.
What?
In this show.
I'm just saying.
There's certain people out there. I have nothing more to add.
In this goddamn.
There's certain people out there that like a wet tip. No one likes a wet tip.
End it.
Put it in.
Oh yeah. We got
it. All right.
This goddamn show.
I'm just saying.